I think you're going to like today's video because I've got a couple of firsts for you. It's the first time I've reviewed a watch housing the awesome Miyota 9075. It is a jumping hour GMT movement, so a proper true traveler's GMT watch on the channel, and it's the first time this particular brand has sent me a watch to review which also has a stainless steel bracelet. And you know me, I love my stainless steel bracelets, so I'm looking forward to showing you the watch, the movement, the bracelet, and everything else you need to know about this watch. And if at the end of this video you want one of these, you're going to need to sign up to the Vario newsletter because this watch drops on the 1st of October, and there's a pretty decent discount by all accounts. So yeah, if you want to make the most of that, sign up to their newsletter. But before you do that, let's head over to the light box and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this Vario Empire GMT. Now, of course, I'm going to start by talking about the movement inside this watch because I think it is the big talking point. The Miyota 9075 is a very new movement. It was first seen in watches in mid-2022, and I'm looking forward to seeing this movement in more watches because we've seen a lot of GMT watches recently housing the Seiko NH34, which is a fantastic movement, a very affordable GMT movement, but I think we're all looking forward to a bit of variety, and this movement is a true traveler's GMT, so you adjust the hour hand with the crown. It's best suited to people that travel a lot, whereas the NH34 is more of an office GMT, best suited to someone that wants to know 2 times or 2 time zones. Now, with it being a Miyota 9000 series movement, it's considered better stock than the NH34 or 35 movements, I believe. It's a higher beat movement, so 28,800 beats per hour, 42 hours of power reserve, hacking and hand wind. The rotor is unidirectional, so you might feel or hear the occasional spin, but it's nowhere near as bad as the 8000 series movements. And yeah, I like the 9000 series movements. They're nice and slim, and with them being a higher beat movement, you get a smoother sweep of the second hand as well. So of course I'm thrilled that Miyota have decided to turn this movement into not just a GMT movement, but a proper true traveler's GMT movement. Now, watches housing jumping hour hand GMT movements do tend to cost a bit of a premium. Seiko have spoilt us recently with all these affordable watches with GMT automatic movements, but this is not going to be Seiko NH34 money. The day-to-day price is going to be $698 US, I believe, but you get the leather strap and a stainless steel bracelet included in that. Now, I don't know what the launch price is going to be. You are going to need to sign up to their newsletter to find that out. They didn't share that with me because, well, I think they want you to sign up to their newsletter. So fingers crossed it's a decent discount, but even at the day-to-day price, believe it or not, I think it represents good value for money because, like I've said, jumping hour hand GMT automatic watches, they're just not that affordable. So why all the fuss about a jumping hour hand movement like this? Well, firstly, you don't tend to see these movements in affordable micro brand watches, so it really is good to see Miyota producing this movement and making it available to brands like Vario. But also, the jumping hour hand function is pretty cool. It allows you to adjust the time of this watch without interrupting the seconds hand. If you pull the crown out to the first position, it's actually the hour hand that you adjust, not the GMT hand. So with the Seiko NH34, you pull the crown out, you're going to be moving the GMT hand. Now with this particular movement, you're supposed to set the GMT hand to your local time, the time of the country where you live. And then as you travel, you adjust the hour hand to match the time in the country that you're visiting. And you can move the hour hand forward and backwards. You never need to interrupt the seconds hand or the minute hand. And yeah, with this being a Miyota 9000 series movement, I expect it to be pretty accurate. So not disturbing that minute hand is going to prove to be pretty useful. Pull the crown out to the second position. You then adjust the minutes and the hour hand, and of course the GMT hand moves in conjunction with those hands as well, and it is hacking, so this is when you would hack the movement. And there it is, the Miyota 9075. Looks a lot like a 9039 and a 9015, doesn't it? Not much to see, really. But anyway, nice to have a look at the movement and have a look inside the watch. You can see a metal movement holder there. And I forgot to mention as well, no ghost position on this crown. There's no quick set date function with this movement. There is a date complication, but because there's no quick set date function, if you choose not to have a date complication on the dial, there's no ghost position on the crown. So both crown positions have a function, so you would never know this movement has a date complication too. Right, that's enough caliber chat. I need to tell you about the rest of the watch because there's still quite a lot to show you. Like the stainless steel bracelet, for example. Yeah, I've been looking forward to seeing this bracelet. Vario are known for their straps, and in particular, for me anyway, their Italian leather straps, which come with this watch. But they'll also send you a bracelet like this. A 7-link tapering bracelet, butterfly clasp. But the good thing is there are some smaller links on this clasp. Look, you've got some, I don't know if they're half links or 3/4 links, but I suspect in certain combinations you'll be able to get the perfect fit. I have produced a video actually showing you how to get the perfect fit with bracelets like this. So although I'm not usually a fan of butterfly clasps, it's going to suit this watch because it's not a big, heavy, chunky, all stainless steel sports watch. And you get beautiful continuation of the bracelet links, look, and the fact that you can adjust it to a sort of micro level means you should be able to get a pretty comfortable fit. So yeah, it's not a bad choice in this particular instance. Double-ended quick release spring bars, look, solid end links, solid links. It looks to be beautifully finished. Split pins by the looks of it, but I don't mind that. Keeps the cost down, and it's not a big chunky bracelet, so there's not a lot of room for sort of thick screw pins. But yeah, it looks to be very nicely finished. A mix of brushed and polished links. These look to be single links, so they're not 7 individual links sort of paired up or matched up to make one solid link, but I don't mind that. Looks to be nicely finished. Right, let's cover some more of the specifications, I think. Sapphire crystal, AR coating, 50 meters of water resistance, pull-push crown, screw-down case back, signature on the, well, no signature on the crown. Obviously, it's an onion crown. You've got a stamped leather strap and Vario on the buckle. No signature or any sort of logo or emblem on the bracelet, but there's no room for it, to be honest. Love the dial, love this particular design. 1920s inspired Art Deco design. We've seen the Empire before, a standard 3-handed Empire and a chronograph, I believe. So yeah, they've now added a GMT watch to that lineup, and yeah, it's an awesome looking watch, isn't it? Lots of little sort of decorative touches harking back to the 1920s. I love the numbers. I like this raised ring in the center with the 24 hours on it as well. The GMT hand sort of points right up or meets right up to that ring, and it's raised. And the hour hand travels over it and obviously points to the numbers around the outside of the dial. Lots going on with this dial. You've got some concentric circles underneath those numbers around the outside of the dial. You've got a sort of minute track right around the edge of the dial. A beautiful pattern in that center circle. That raised ring as well, as I've already mentioned. Looks like there might be some loom. I'll check to see if there is some loom in a moment. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't. It's not the sort of watch I was expecting to come with loom. But yeah, there's some white on the dial, so I will double check that. Now the hands and those markers look to be sort of dusky, sort of a dark silver. Very reflective, so a little bit of light play from the dial. But yeah, they're not your sort of standard finish. They look to be a sort of darkened silver finish. Case is beautifully finished as well. You've got a fairly even mix of brushing and polishing. Vertical brushing down the side of the case, and then polishing around the bezel and on top of the lugs. Looking, like I've said already, a sort of decorative touch there where the lugs meet the case. Lovely proportions. It's a good looking watch for sure. I like it on this leather strap. They've given me some other straps to show you this watch on as well, so stick around to the end of the video. But now I'm going to show you it on the bracelet. Now, when I first saw that they were producing a stainless steel bracelet for this watch, I was a little bit dubious, if I'm being completely honest. I think mainly because they're so well known for their straps, and yeah, I think this style of watch, or I wasn't sure this style of watch was going to suit a bracelet, but it does. Absolutely. They've created a bracelet that, well, looks like it was made for this watch, which of course it absolutely was. I think the style of bracelet suits the case and the dial design. The proportions are fantastic. I thought it would be a little bit broad actually, but I don't think it is. It's not a big case. I'll give you all the dimensions in a moment when I pop the watch on my wrist, and I'll give you the weight of this watch on the strap and on the bracelet as well. But yeah, I think it looks good on this bracelet. The end links fit perfectly. I'm not so sure you need the drilled lugs because, well, their straps come with quick release spring bars, and this bracelet comes with quick release spring bars. But anyway, I guess they're useful if you want to put different straps on their watches. But yeah, cracking watch. Look at it. Lovely. Here it is then on the supplied Italian leather strap. I think this particular colour suits this dial variation. I love these straps. They're nice and soft and malleable. As soon as you get them, they're very, very comfortable. Yeah, beautifully finished straps as well. And yeah, looks pretty good. On my roughly average sized wrist, dimensions and weight in the bottom right hand corner there, look. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section of not just the review and the watch, but these particular straps as well. Let me put it on the bracelet. And here it is then on the stainless steel bracelet. They've actually coated the bracelet and the case to help prevent scratches, which is always a nice touch, isn't it? Yeah, as I've mentioned already, good continuation of the links because of that clasp. And as you can see, I have had to remove one of the smaller links to get a perfect fit. But yeah, that's exactly what I've managed to achieve, which is always a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, nice bracelet, nice watch. I think it marries up pretty well. And here it is on a blue Harris tweed strap, brown retainers there, look. Yeah, I'm not completely convinced by this one. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section. Now, if you're going to pair it with a blue strap, I think it needs to be something like this. This is their blue Italian leather strap. I think that works. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What about red? Yeah, red works. Red definitely works. There's something about red straps and sort of light or white coloured dials. Yeah, that contrasting colour looks really, really good, doesn't it? So, yeah, if I was to buy an alternative strap, it would probably be this red one. Right, guys, let me know what you think of the watch in the comments section. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what the discounted price is going to be. They didn't want to share that with me. They want it to be a surprise for everybody that signed up to the newsletter. So yeah, if you're curious, head over to their website via the link in my video description. It's not an affiliate link. It just takes you to their website. They did send me this watch for free. I haven't charged a fee for this review. And don't forget to let me know what you think of the watch in the comments section. As always, guys, massive thank you from me to you for tuning in. Time to let you go.